Where you lived before with Hawaii?
Well, it's a lot warmer in the winter in Hawaii, and the air quality's much better.
Is it? So they don't have the smog and
You don't have smog, no.
California has this problem
They
nowadays.
do. Yeah, it's a shame because it really was a neat place to live, and I love the vitality of the church force in California. You know, there's just something about being in a minority there that I don't find where we live in Hawaii, because we live in Idaho, where everybody, or most everybody goes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the air quality is so much better, and it's so much more relaxed.
What is your age now, Joan?
My age?
Yeah.
23.
23 now. I'm only 24, so we're just a year apart, right?
Yeah.
You're the age of my sister Beverly.
Uh-huh.
And what are the girls in town here?
Ann Ford, Davenport, and Anne Marie Dunford. Rogers was just about 6 months younger than I am.
Uh-huh.
But in a different way.
And
Renee had a
really? Yes.
And then Vanille B was the only boy that was in our class.
That's kind of a small class, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was Renee and Beverly and Joan and Anne went over to Paris. Vanille. So there were 3 girls and 1 boy that actually graduated from 8th grade.
Okay, and you graduated from Fielding High School.
Yes. In 1953.
Okay, now you told your age, your real age.
Right. Well, I was very young.
Well, you still look very young, Joan. You look real good, like you always did. Well, we wish you the very best, and for you and your family over there. And
Thank you.
so, anything else you'd care to say at this time?
Yeah, think of anything. It's good to be back in Bear Lake. I enjoy it. It's so pretty right now, even though it's a little colder some of the time than I prefer.
Now, the autumn colors are beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, I even bought me a little camera. I'm going to take some scenery pictures so I could show when I get back home.
Okay, Joan, well, thanks so much.
Good day, say.
Bye.
Bye.
And lo and behold, who do we have here? That's Sister Pearl Tidwell. And there's her daughter, Beverly, and Frank. And you folks live in, what is it, Centerville, all of you?
Yes.
And you're here for the old homestead for a couple of days?
Right. The 24th.
Well, Beverly, you and I are the same age.
Right.
And we remember quite a few things back in the 30s and 40s. And it's good to have you here, Pearl. You're looking younger than ever.
Well, I love going to Disneyland and going on all those rides.
You still do it, huh?
Oh, yeah.
And you're 88 this time, right?
I was there a week ago.
And you still ride, you go on those big, fast rides?
Oh, yeah, everything.
I should have a picture of you doing that.
Beverly said, don't go on Indiana Jones, but I went on it 3 times.
Well, that's good. You're still younger than I am. And Frank, where do you work?
I work at Hill Air Force Base.
Oh, yeah, I worked there for 2 or 3 years. And are you getting close to retirement?
Yeah.
That'll be nice to get retired, and you can do what you want to do, right?
Well, I'm looking forward to it, but sometimes I wonder if it's really your time's really going to be your own.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to have you here today.
You bet.
Thanks. And family. And it's Ruin and Shirley and your daughter, what's her name?
Melissa.
Melissa, and a little girl?
Jessica.
Jessica. And you live in the old Finley home.
Yeah.
And how long have you been there?
17, 18 years.
That's quite a while, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Ruin, you work for
Pacific Railroad.
Union Pacific.
Conductor.
Oh, it's a very important job.
Well, it's a busy one.
How many years you got in with them now?
3rd of October this year, I'll have 30 years.
Are you going to retire then, or?
No, I won't be able to retire for about another 10 or 11 years.
Uh-huh.
He wishes he could now.
I've got to be 66 before I can retire.
Uh-huh. You're just a young guy yet. Yeah.
So he has to travel to Pocatello, which is kind of hard sometimes.
Yeah, it is, especially in the winter, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for being on the film today.
Thanks, Kay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Today, President Taft Budge and Sister Jean Budge, and we really appreciate them. They have done so much for us and for the community. They had many years of great service for all of us. And we want you to know how much we appreciate you.
Thank you.
If you got a word, maybe it's a little noisy out here.
Surely appreciate all of you. Your lovely mother.
Yes. And what are your ages now? Are you telling your ages?
I'm 87. She's 80.
Yeah. Well, you do real well. I know, President Bud, you have some health problems, but you're still faithful.
The same age, he was in the same class in school with your mother.
Yeah, he knew that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for...
Thank you very much.
Bye. At the home of Jay and Marge Sarnick, and we're fortunate to get them all together here.
Yeah.
And here we have the youngest son, Don, and what was your name? Susie, his wife, who is the daughter of Mike and Jean Pugmar, right? And Jean is the daughter of Blanche and Matt Pickett. And your two little daughters here? So where do you live, Don?
Paris.
In Paris.
Going to be moving up here shortly.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. And Jay and Marge, you've been here in this home here for...
58.
58. That's almost as old as I am.
Yeah.
And Jay, you're retired now. And Marge is still working over at the...
home?
and enjoying it, right?
Yeah, I do.
It's a good job, isn't it? Rewarding job.
Yeah. Sad sometimes, mostly happy.
And Jay, you're about 2 years younger than me,
Yeah.
which would put you at what age now?
That puts me... Well, I'm only 61 and you're 63.
I'm 64,
So you're 3 years old.
and you're 61. Okay, well, is there anything special you guys want to say today?
You want to take the twins home with you?
Some twins? Okay. Oh, yeah, these are the twins. That's right. We got to get a picture of those. What's their name? But you're happy to have them, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Keep you busy. Okay, well, thanks so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Tell us who you are. Libby?
Okay, I'm Libby Bateman Hodges.
And you are the daughter of?
Ben and Mark Bateman.
And you live? Where?
I live in Back of House, California now. And I will retire back to Bloomington.
Well, good. What, about a couple years?
Yeah, right. Couple of years.
And you married Bill Hodges, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how many?
We have 6 children.
And they all behave pretty well?
And they're wonderful children.
All the time, right?
Highly intelligent, very attractive.
Well, just look at their mother.
Right, they all take after her.
And you're the age of Shirley.
Yeah, and I'm not telling you how old that is.
Well, we're not asking ages today.
Okay. When I get over 70, I'll tell you.
But we're
70,
we're just going for beauty today.
Okay.
Anything you want to say today?
I have nothing profound to say today.
Well, it's sure good seeing you again, Libby.
Okay.
And, we always want you to stop by here and see us when you get into town each summer.
Yeah, usually you do. I think I have the last 2 or 3 years.
There you have. And we sure do appreciate that a lot. So you take care.
Okay.
And take care of your family and tell them all hello for us when you get back there.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
From the railroad in 90? And I retired from the post office in 92.
She put in 27 years at the civil service, and I put in 37 years at the railroad. I built my first home when I was 23 years old, and I built my last home when I was 53 years old. And in the interim, I've been associated with 7 new homes in Bloomington. I wish people would have done as good as I did in the effect of building new homes. Most generally, people move into an old home and they die in an old home. But I have been associated with 7 new structures, and I'm proud of it, and all, including the store, that's 8. The store that I built was where the old pioneer store, or built the co-op store, the old Joe Price store, and I tore that store down, and the bricks, or the rock structure behind it, what the old pioneers hid out from the Indians, and that's where they tried to practice the United Order in Bloomington. And we're doing a pretty good job here, but that's one of the things that I'm proud of in my lifetime is the fact that I've built as much as I have.
Well, you have certainly contributed a lot to Bloomington. Yeah, you truly have. And Ada Jean, now, how many years did you have at the post office here as a postmaster?
I worked 27 years in the post office.
Is that the longest time of any postmaster?
I think Brian worked 20 years. Was in there 20 years. And I think Jay Price's dad, Joe Price, was the next one.
Uh-huh.
Then we had one that only was there a month. I don't remember his name right off. But it's still down on the record of him being a postmaster.
Okay, well, you two are outstanding people of our community, and I think the town owes you a lot and realizes your contribution.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
The people in Bloomington are great, and they're easy to get along with, and Bloomington's just one big happy family.
Yeah, they are. There's a lot of new people coming in, but there's still a lot of us old-timers left.
The thing with the people in Bloomington is they're really forgiving people.
They are. They truly are. And we're just common folks here, and we're proud of it, right? Okay, well, thanks so much. Randy's the son of Alan and Darlene Payne. And Maria, you're from, can you tell us where you're from? Costa Rica. And how did you ever find Randy clear up here?
Oh, too hard, but I found you.
Well, do you like living in the United States?
Yes.
And you joined the church about... You joined the church 3 years ago. And you... so how do you like Bloomington and living in the United States?
I was very different in Florida.
Sort of Springs mentioned.
And after I moved here.
Uh-huh. You like it? Which you like the best, Costa Rica or here?
I both.
You like both? Well, maybe you can visit back and forth.
Yeah.
And where are you working there, Randy?
New West Industries, Soda Springs.
In Soda Springs. So
About a 50-mile drive every day.
that's kind of a long drive, isn't it?
Long drive.
Well, you have a beautiful new home here
Yeah.
on the side of the old Christensen place,
Yeah.
and you're really comfortable.
Nice lot. Nice home.
Oh, it is. Let me take
Yeah, it's not bad. We tore the old home down. We found a Christmas card in there from 1914.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, they really had that home built good for having to do everything by hand like that.
They did.
Pioneers.
Well, thanks for being on the film.
You bet.
Thanks. In Bloomington. And we're very happy to have them on film. Maybe they can tell me briefly what they're doing these days.
We're supervisors down at the center right now.
We have been for about 5 months. We got another, what, 11 months?
I think the traffic is kind of over.
Yeah.
Okay, your supervisor is the temple.
Yeah.
We've had that calling now for about 5 months, and we've got it for about another 13 months. We've been working there for almost 4 years, and we've been married for almost 5 years, and between us, we've got 16 children and 40 grandchildren.
Well, I'd say that is quite a posterity. And I can't believe you've been married for 5 years already.
We can't either know
Where's the time gone?
That's for sure. Well, we've spent our winters mostly in Logan and the summers up here, except the days we work at the temple. And we've done quite a bit of traveling. They like to fish, so we bought a trailer house and we go fishing and camping. And besides other trips, we spent the Christmas season in Israel.
In where?
Israel.
Oh.
We spent 5 days in Egypt, then on to Israel. 7 days.
Did you ride any camels over there?
Well, we sure did.
We got a picture to prove it.
Well, that was an experience of a lifetime.
It really was.
It was.
And I really envy you. I'd like to do that sometime.
It was a great trip, and we might even go back again sometime.
Everybody needs to go that's able to.
Yeah.
It was a wonderful place.
That'd be one of my priorities, on an overseas vacation. Well, thanks so much for appearing today. Appreciate it very much.
Hope this doesn't ruin that camera.
Well, everyone has said that, but it survived so far, so thanks. Here in Bloomington. And what do you do, Rick, for a living?
Farm, drive truck, and gravel.
You have your dad's farm, do you? You run that?
Yeah, right here.
And you haul gravel, you say?
Yeah.
Well,
He started the gravel pit in the 70s, I guess.
and you haul it to what? For road building, or? So I guess you get pretty busy, especially this time of year, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, and then here's your family. What are their names?
We got Keone. Actually, the oldest, 11, 10.
Okay.
Keone's 9.
Uh-huh.
Tanner's 5.
Okay.
And then TJ, 3.
And of course we have Cindy here. And your farmer name was Jacobson also, with it spelled S-E-N. And your father was? Forrest Jacobson. And his father was it Cowley? Right. Okay. And how long have you been in your home here? In this home?
Just a little over 11 years.
11 years. Well, you have a very, very beautiful home here and a great view of the valley, mountain front. So it's nice having you here on the video. Well, thank you very much. Bishop Alan E. Bourne. And he's come to visit my mother, who was recently come out of the hospital with pneumonia. And Bishop, we want you to know how much we appreciate you and your visit today.
Thank you.
And is there something you'd like to say to us this time? You've been bishop for how long?
3 years going on for. It's been the best blessing I've ever had.
Well, I'll tell you, the Lord really appreciates and loves you very much, and we want you to, you already know that, of course.
Makes it a whole lot easier when the people that you work with help you out so much.
Well, that does help. And I'm sure you have a lot of cooperation. You have some good counselors, and
If there were ever a ward to be bishop of, it's the Bloomington ward.
mm-hmm.
They make it so much easier than it would be anywhere else, I think.
Well, Bloomington's had some very good bishops in the past.
That scares me. On the wall of the bishop's office, there are all the pictures of the bishops since the beginning of time. And I look at those brethren and I think of the quality of individuals they were. It scares me. They
Well,
were brethren.
I'm telling you, you're right at the top there.
Thank you.
Appreciate you so
You'll
much.
give me a big head.
Oh, thank you.
You bet.
DeEtte, former DeEtte Patterson. We're happy to have them come and see us. And you're living in Centerville, is it?
Centerville.
So what would you like to say to everybody today?
We love Centerville, but we love to come to Bear Lake and visit that.
You
Our
bet.
favorite thing in the summer is to come back to Bloomington.
I always look forward to seeing you two and the Patterson family come back in the summer. It's one of our highlights.
Our kids like to come as much as we do. They love Bear Lake.
And Paul, what are you doing now job-wise? You're working for...
Work for JP Realty in Salt Lake. They're a property management real estate firm. And they have probably 15, 20 malls throughout the Intermountain West that they manage.
You enjoy working for them?
Yeah. It's good.
And you said you're in the babysitting business?
I do daycare at home. Hopefully I'm through pretty soon so I can just play with my grandkids. I'm ready.
Yeah. Well, thanks for being on here today.
That hair, she looks like she's going out to swath.
Okay, now what are your names, you girls?
Go ahead, Christina.
That was a giveaway, wasn't it?
Christina?
Yeah.
Okay. Miriam. Of course, that's Charlie. Charles? And Connie.
And Angela.
And what do you folks do in your busy lives these days?
I work at Harbor Village.
Do you?
And I'm going to go to Rick in the fall.
I see your pictures and names in the papers all the time, all the great accomplishments that you girls are doing. We're real proud of you. And Charlie, I know you're awful busy on the farm in the summer months. You told me you work long after dark.
Well, it takes me twice as long to do a day's work as it used to. That's the reason.
Well, it's all this modern machinery, I thought you said to pull a trigger and it was automatic.
Yeah, it's automatic.
It's all us modern women that keep him in.
Yeah. The women that are slowing him down.
Okay, and Connie, of course, what's your official title at the nursing home there?
I'm the director of nursing.
The director. And you've been there how many years about?
About 12. As the director, probably about 10 or 11, and I've been there about 12 years.
Well, that's very satisfying, isn't it?
Sometimes, yeah.
You enjoy it quite well, do you?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get her trained so that she'll be able to take care of me in a few years.
Well, Charlie, when you get our age, we never know, when we might need that place.
He's
So-
the director, though.
So we got to stay in good with the director.
Give us direction.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? Any of you?
How about Angela? She's our only one in high school now.
Say, how you doing?
How you doing?
And
This is
what grade will you be in?
I'll be a junior.
A junior. Then she's the last one to be home, right?
That's the baby.
Miriam's going to be a graduate of Utah State this year.
Oh,
She'll get a degree. And
congratulations.
Hasn't happened yet, but we're all here. We've got your shot.
Now, did one of you go on a mission in the Philippines?
That was me.
Oh, she's not here.
not here.
Well, she's in Logan.
I wish she was here. We'd get... Okay.
And Heidi lives in Texas with her husband.
Uh-huh.
And Loyal is at BYU in his last year of law school.
Oh, is he? So you're going to have a lawyer in the family. Keep you out of trouble, right?
With all these
Boy,
girls,
we can
need a
create
lawyer.
enough troubles to keep him busy. Let me tell you.
He has
He's got a
a
full-time job.
little girl named Elisa. She's 18 months.
And she needs a full-time attorney to keep her in.
She's talking now.
Okay, well, thank you so
Loyal
much.
was married to a girl named Jennifer Chandler.
Uh-huh.
And real special gal. And this is a cute little baby.
And
There's a
Heidi is
picture of the
married
family
to-
right there, and I think she might be on it.
That was taken in
The
1996.
Hume family. I guess I can't focus it too well.
Oh, it's too close?
The reflection.
The reflection on it. But anyway, thanks so much for appearing on
Oh,
this
you're
tonight.
welcome.
Bruce and Robin Hare.
Jake and Luther.
And Jake and Luther. Which is which now?
Jake's the short hair, the dark one. Luther's the brown one,
Okay.
light brown.
And you folks have been in Bloomington how long now? Has it been a long year and a half or a short one?
It's been a great year and a half.
And you're originally from the state of
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Great
So,
Barrington.
what's the name of it?
Great Barrington.
Where the just had the tornado.
Okay. So you guys ventured out quite a ways, didn't you, from your homeland?
We sure did.
And are you glad that you did, or you get homesick?
No, we couldn't be happier.
Well, you're living in the home right across from my mother, Gladys Jacobson, and the former Emma Payne Krogh home, and Mary Ann and Frank Payne. And you have really done a lot to improve this place.
Doesn't look it from here, but
Well,
more inside than out, I guess.
you put in a lot of work and time and money.
We love the house. We really love it.
And you have a store, Robin, in Montpelier, and the name of it is what?
Hawk Hill Traders.
So maybe we can plug your store here.
Sure. Come on over.
Everybody go over and see the Hawk Hill Traders in Montpelier, and they have just what you want.
Yep, a little bit of everything.
Okay. But we do appreciate you having you in this town, and you're a great asset to us.
Thanks. We like being here.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
In South Carolina right now with my family, my wife Luann and Jean, our 10-year-old, and Janet, our 14-year-old, and Jalen's been there this summer with us. She's going to BYU starting her second year right away. Our other 5 are married. Jennifer and her husband just finished law school. Jennifer's husband just finished law school at the University of Idaho, and they're moving, looking for a job now. Julie and Chris just finished law school at BYU, and they are probably be going into the Air Force right away. Joanne and her is graduating from BYU right soon, this next week, and her husband likewise will go in the Air Force, it looks like, for a couple of years to fulfill a commitment that since he attended the Air Force Academy for 2 or 3 years. Jonna Kay is the next one. She and her husband are living in Raleigh, North Carolina. They have a daughter, Ashlyn, and they are finishing Jeremy's undergraduate work. I should have mentioned that Jennifer and Steve have a son, Kate, and Julie and Chris have 3 children, Chad, Kimberly, and Jamie Lynn. The next one is, I can't remember all my kids, right? For all the names. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jill and Shane. Jill married Shane Olson and they both finished at BYU. He's a mechanical engineer and just got his master's degree last spring. Is now back in Connecticut. And we had the chance of visiting them 2 weeks ago when we attended the pageant in New York. Luann is doing fine. She's graduated from University of South Carolina Aiken here about a year ago, and will be probably working here in the near future. And I'm just keep blundering along, doing my work at Savannah Riverside. And interested in loving to come back to Bloomington, even though my vacation time is very short. So it's great to be here.
Thank you very much, Blake. Okay, we're at the home of Max and Chris Bunderson in Paris tonight. And how are you folks doing?
Fine. How are you, Kay?
Max, would you like to introduce your family to the people here?
This is Wes, our oldest boy. He's 14. Megan. How old are you, Megan? 9.
She's 9.
Tyler. How old are you, Tyler?
6.
This is our youngest one, Paige. How old are you, Paige? 2.
Okay. And there's your wife, Chris.
9.
So, Max, you're a former Bloomington resident. And approximately what years were you living there?
Well, I was born in 1949, and I lived there until 1967. Went to grade school in Bloomington at Edison. Then I went to St. Charles and finished my elementary school. Went to high school at Fielding High, and I was the last graduating class of Fielding High in 1967.
Well, that's quite a thing, isn't it?
Yes.
We all missed that Fielding High School.
That was pretty nice. We enjoyed it a lot. We never did want to go to Montpelier very bad.
No. But anyway, now you married Chris over here. And where did you say you was from?
I'm originally from Paris.
You're from Paris. And your family were?
Jensen. I'm the daughter of Bob and Connie Jensen.
Okay. And they run the sawmill in Ovid, right? Okay, and then these kids here, I guess they're all school age except the young one, right?
Yes.
All in school here.
So she's just her mother's helper, I understand.
Are you sweetheart?
Hey, Max, what have you done since you left Bloomington? What has been your...
Well, I graduated, like I say, in 1967, and I went to 1 year at Utah State University in Logan. And then I was called to a mission, went to California on a mission. I was in Las Vegas, Santa Barbara, and then in Los Angeles. There for 2 years. I was assistant president for 6 months while we were there. And
well, that covered a lot of territory, didn't it?
we covered all the way from Las Vegas to Santa Barbara to Palm Springs, California.
Oh, that's much larger territory than they have nowadays.
I think it's about 4 or 5 missions broke up into 4 or 5 missions now. So it was an enjoyable mission. Though.
Well, that's how the church has grown.
Yeah.
And after you came back from your mission, you
came back from my mission and went to BYU for 3 years in business management, and then kind of played around for a little bit. I started working for Drouveau Corporation in Soda Springs in phosphate mining, and then I moved on to Kemmer, Wyoming, worked for FMC Corporation. I worked for FMC for 18 years now.
Okay.
And I'm transferred back to Soda Springs and Dry Valley Mine right now.
Mm-hmm. So you plan on staying there, I guess, until retirement, right?
Hope to retire there, yeah. In the meantime, we've acquired a cattle ranch and we're running beef cattle.
And you tell me that you've also been on, you're on the school board now.
Yeah.
Bear Lake District number 33, is it?
Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm on the school board. I was on the fair board for the Bear Lake County for 8 years.
Well, you've really been a prominent individual here in this valley.
Well, I don't know.
So what do you do all in your spare time, Max?
In my spare time, well, I run a ranch.
Okay.